All right, Harmony Science Academy 6th grade math. Let's go ahead and get into it. Today we're on 7.1. The content objective is I can use ratios to compare two quantities, and I will use the forms A to B, A colon B, and A over B. Okay, so we will spend some time and we'll be using this comparison format. Okay, this way, and okay. So these forms are ratios, and we're going to be using them as we progress. These here are going to give us an insight as to what you're going to be able to accomplish with some time here, okay? So let's go and read 1, 2, 3. We have instructions. Find the missing terms to make each group of ratio forms equivalent ratios, okay? So if this is new to you guys, perfect, okay? But of course you guys have some background knowledge, definitely with fractions. So I want you guys to take a look. This key word here is very important, equivalent, okay? Equal, okay? So I want you guys to look at, let's say, this scenario. So we have to find these missing terms, right? So this is a term, this is a term, this one's missing, this one's not. So 5/8. There's different ways to look at it, okay? So I'm gonna go and complete this, and we'll go a lot slower in class, okay? So anyways, for me to turn this 8 into a 64, I need to multiply by 8. So to have equivalent term on top, I need to multiply the 5 by 8, and I get 40, okay? So the first one is 5/8. This one is 40 over 64, okay? Now check this one out. To turn a 5 into a 60, I multiply by 12. So I'm going to multiply by 12 the 8, and I get 60 over 16, right? Times 12, carry the 1, 8, so 96, okay? If you followed along, great. Again, if you're not, you can just copy this down, and we're going to go a lot slower in class, okay? All right, so let's try this again. In this case, okay, I've got to come up with these missing terms. So one thing I can do here is check this out. This 5 became a 75, okay, by multiplying by 15. Or I could look at it this way. 75 divided by 5 is 15, which means I need to multiply this, or excuse me, divide 105 by 15. So here we go. I'll do that one right now. This one is 5 over something, and 75 over 105. Okay, so follow my train of thought. I divide 75 by 15, I get 5. If I divide 105 by 15, I get, I think it's 7. Okay, now check this out. I need to find this missing term. So 21, I'll look at it this way. 7 times something gives me 21, that's times 3. So 5 times 3 gives me 15. Okay, I think some of you guys get it, and some of you guys will need some more help, and that's what we'll do in class, okay? Let's look at this last one here. So here I have 4 over something, comma, 32 over 72, and I have 52 over something. Okay, so notice that very valuable is this one that's nice and complete, right? The two terms are given for this ratio. So anyways, 4 times something gives me 32, or better yet, 32 divided by something gives me 4, so that's by 8. So I'll divide 72 by 8, which gives me 9. Okay, and now to complete this one, I'm going to say 4 times something gives me 52. That's 13. And if I do it down here, times 13, I get 7, 2, 9, 1, 11. Of course, if I went a little too fast, you guys can do the scratch work on the side. Now, let's go and read number 4. If you're following, great. If not, hang in there. We'll do it in class. Number 4. Find his errors and correct them with the equivalent ratios to complete the table. So there was a story to this. I skipped the details, bottom line. there's some errors here, okay? Write the correct ratio. So find his errors and correct with equivalent ratio. So 2 over 3 is kind of like these given, where is it, right? These that are given. So 2 over 3 is given to us. So now if I multiply the top and bottom by 2, I get 4 and 6. So this is good. If I multiply, right, to go from 2 to 4, I multiply by 2. To go from here to here, multiply by 2, right? So multiply by 2, multiply by 2, okay? So that's pretty good. Now, to go from here to here, I multiply by 3, so I should do the same to the bottom, times 3, but it's not, so then I have to correct that one. That one should be 6 over 9, okay? So there, I fixed that one. Now, this one, we'll do it in our heads. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. That one's good. So we have this one is good. This one is good. This one was wrong. This one is good. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. This one's wrong. So we'll say 3 over 15. Let's check this one. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 6 is 18. This one's wrong also. So this should be 12 over 18. And 2 times 7 is 14. 3 times 7 is 21. So that one's wrong also. 14 over 21. Okay. Again, you guys can put that in your notebooks, and now we'll go a lot slower in class. Appreciate your time.